Hi everyone. So I decided before I sleep tonight because a lot of people, hi. So I decided before I sleep tonight because a lot of people were asking about makeup and I got a lot of messages from friends as well. Hi. Saying how do you do like a nude makeup look and then today's makeup look as well, which I must say I did like in a major hurry and was trying to do something interesting with my hair as well, which kind of did but kind of didn't work out. But I thought I'd just run you through a bunch of the products that I used today. First of all, I need to put on some lip balm because my lips feel so chapped and dry. So basically, when I start my makeup, I start with, so I'll do like a makeup tutorial really soon, and you can tell me like which looks you want to see. Not that I'm like some super many options makeup person, but usually I go for a natural look, and today's like a little bit more shiny, glittery, and I will start by what I first do, which is I actually start with my eyes first, always. So I do my eyebrows first, then my eye makeup, and then like I clean, and once I've cleaned with a makeup wipe or one of these, 1 second, like magic towels, which you basically don't need soap or anything. And you clean under the eyes and you clean all the makeup off. Like, for example, it's like really smooth and like no fuss, no residue because it's just like a wet napkin. Then you can use that. So I start with the eyebrows and I use, God, that's not even coming out. There you go. I use basically a mix of eyebrow products. I don't have naturally thick or defined eyebrows. Like I don't have that arch. I have to create it, and the next time I do like a makeup look, I'll like show you how I do it. Some days it comes out really great. Some days it looks like absolute. So I basically use, for starters, where is the color I'm looking for? The shame puppy shame is happening. Wait. Let me just get this whole thing out here because I just have so much makeup stuff I collect. It's a bit ridiculous. Yeah, so there I start with a really light colored pencil from Dior Show, and the color is 001. So that's like the pencil that I start with. And then once I've done like a basic shape, I then go into it with a nice eyebrow brush, which also has like a spoolie to like shape, and I go in with Benefit Browsings, and I basically like fill in with powder. And as you know, all of us have different shaped brows and eyes, and they're like never the same, which is amazing and unique but also a pain in the butt. I then go over with the darker 002 dark brown from Dior. I also sometimes, if I'm in the mood, use the Anastasia pencil. All of this is available at Sephora, and I kind of just go into that. Well, I'm not going to do this in my phone camera, but I go into it with just creating an arch and like defining the edge, because like I said, I don't have like naturally strong brows. Of course, I'll do this from scratch for you guys one day, but I thought because so many people asked today. So once I've done that, I then go in on my eyelid with this really lovely product from Clinique, which is called Moisture Surge for the eye. If you guys can see that. And in that, basically, I put like, I dab just a bit like this on my top, and then I like put that on and I moisturize my eyelids so that they're like nice and moisturized, after which I go over them with, where are you? God, why can't I freaking find anything? Oh, hang on a sec, guys. I'm very sure I had it's my primer. I even used it today. What a mystery of life. Well, it's a Murad photo. The reason I don't want to show you like the one that I'm using right now is because it's like in a weird jar. But I need to find the other jar. Okay, well, maybe I shall find it in my next session and show it to you. Because the one I have right now is like, anyway, it's like this Murad photo finish, blur. That's what I forgot. Invisiblur. There, that's what it's called. So, you know what? So basically, I use this thing called Invisiblur, which I apply on, which is like a really smooth primer. And once I put that on, I use base, and then there's a lot of like fancy bases and stuff, which sometimes I use or other makeup artists use on me. But I really, really just love... Why is nothing working in my life today? There we go. Congratulations. So I basically just love using the Crayolan palettes, and like I swear by Crayolan, and I've like always worn it like in person, derma color, and it has like tons of different colors inside. So you can buy the small palette for starters, or you can do these little pots, but these are like really old and dirty, so I've had to like, as in they're not old and dirty, it's just that there's so much in them that it takes forever to finish it. So I use DFD and D65, but I like going warmer than my skin tone. I don't like trying to look fairer or whiter, whatever you want to call it. So I apply that, and then I go on with my favorite Prep and Prime from MAC. And once I do Prep and Prime, I have a bunch of eyeshadow palettes I use. Depends on what I'm like in the mood for. Mostly I use a combination of this palette from Huda Beauty, which I really love. And then I love this color. I don't know if you can see that color. You can't, can you? It's a bit weird. And yeah, so it's like a very nice soft color, and then I put in a bit of pink on this bit, which I'll show you again the next time I do it. And then I go with like a darker brown, like a brown like this right here, like on the crease. And I really love like darkening the crease, so that's how you can even change your eye makeup from like a day to a night look without having to stress too much. And then what I do is I really love using this like right at the center of the eyelid. I use this Stila highlighter, which again you get, I think you get it at Sephora, and this one's goopy and bad, but it's like cream based, but it's really beautiful and it's like really soft. So I put that on the center. After I've done that, I am absolutely obsessed with, not vintage, yeah, this palette from Charlotte Tilbury called Vintage Vamp. It's really, really beautiful, and I put that in over here. Once I've done that, you'll see when I show you my makeup the next time that what tends to happen is right there you'll see like a proper separation line. So I love to like blur it over, and it creates a highlight as well with which color? With this palette, which is called Golden Goddess, again from Charlotte Tilbury. And I basically go with this color, which is number 2 Enhance. I go over into this section, so you can just like, I guess the trick is just to keep kind of at it, and then it like smooths it out, so you have like a smoother finish there, and you get like a highlighted section. And I particularly love this because it's like a perfect mix of like matte and just enough shine. So I already have a sample on there, so it's just enough. It's not like too, you know. And once I've done that, of course, you get into, I like to go with this really thin liner, which I don't even know, it's like this really random company I found on Amazon, and it, because I'm not a fan of black liner, so I like this really nice brown liner, and it's got like almost like a paintbrush like effect. So I go over that just like in the line, so exactly in the line. And once I've done that, if I feel like, I take like a Charlotte Tilbury, or you can use anything. Sephora has some really nice thick pencils. You can go over with a thick one, like right on that, on the liner that you've done just a bit. So I hope you can see me. So I go like on it, and I don't take it all the way inside till here, because then it kind of changes the look completely, and you end up looking more like, as opposed to, you know, once I've done that, I kind of take a really small brush, like a soft brush with preferably a narrow tip, and I start like blending that really softly, so it creates like a very smudged liner. But I know there's like a lot of makeup artists who don't need to do the first level of liner, but I always need to do it because I'm not very gifted at straight lines, curvy, anything like that really. Then I do my lash curling, which scares a lot of people, but there's nothing scary about it. I can like do it so comfortably. It's really easy once you get the hang of it. I know like fully grown women who are like, oh my god, I don't know if I can do that. In fact, I was doing my makeup earlier before a live chat, and my friend Sukanya was watching me, and she's like, that thing really scares me. So a lot of people are scared. Oh, you'll see me constantly trying to fix it, because like I said, I have like eyebrow insecurity. Then once I do that, I use the mascara that I'm currently really in love with. I use 2 layers of mascaras, and depending on the day, like if I have to go out and keep touching it up, first I always start with this new discovery called the Falsy Lash Lift, and I hope it comes to India soon. And I got it at like, I think Boots, and it's like available at drugstores, and it's like really cheap, and it's really amazing at like lifting the lash. So the next time I do a full tutorial and I have actually everything arranged like a decent person, I will. And this is like my favorite mascara of all time, is by Kat Von D. It's called Go Big or Go Home. I also particularly love the packaging because it's like so, it's such an amazing mascara, you guys. Like I can't even explain what joy this shall bring to your life. Another really lovely thing that I found is from Rimmel London, called Scandalize Volume on Demand. And I found this by mistake because my friend Lucky keeps telling me like, when you're there, can you get me this, can you get me that? And I get her different mascaras, not get me this or that randomly, mascaras. And I came across this, and what I love about it is it's called Volume on Demand, because you can keep putting it on pre-existing mascara and it doesn't look clumpy and horrible. It actually just keeps adding to what you've already done. Now once I've done my eyes, I basically use this Magic-y cloth and I wipe everything off, which I could do, but then it's just a pain to like restart everything today. I wipe everything off and I start with like one of my favorite ever things is Clinique's Moisture Surge, available everywhere really, and you need very little bit and it lasts forever. It also comes like this, so I swear by it, especially for Indian weather and humidity. I think it's like so good. And the other thing that I use if I'm in cold weather, or if I'm going to be like on an AC floor, or like say you're going to an AC party or whatever, then this is like the best, Charlotte Tilbury's Magic 8-Hour Cream. But I personally find that, except for the dry areas, I find it like really thick, so I don't use that too much anymore. And then I apply the cream. I apply the Murad primer, which is like my favorite, and once that's applied, I go over it with DFD and D65, which I like mix up from Derma. And I also go over it if I want a less, that sounds funny, but like a more photo friendly look versus a natural look, then I go over it with Dior or with Studio Cover Effects, which is like a concealer stick. You get this as well in Sephora, Chennai, Bombay, everywhere. This though is a bit harder to get. I go over it with a brush like such and like mix it all. And then the savior of our lifetime is the Beauty Blender, which just blends everything. And again, I will do this from scratch, but today is just a rough. I also go over it with this, which is available at Nykaa. It's really reasonably priced for contour. So I'll just show you a rough. So you draw the contour like wherever you want it. Follow just the shape of your face and enhance it. Again, Beauty Blender, and blend, 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 blend. Blending is your friend. Blend, blend, blend. Yeah, okay. And just catch that little thing and blend away. It's a noisy blend today. Blend, 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 blend. Okay. And if you want, there is the other products that I use, which I really like for contour, is here, which is Truffle from Fenty, which is really nice as well. It's a bit darker. So you, for example, you can also contour just the tip of your nose, and you also want to always dot here, right? Because you want to create like this really nice shape. So when you do the tip of your nose, it looks like hello, and you just blend, blend. And like I said, I really like a darker base and a darker contour shade, because you get like a really nice warm look as opposed to like, you know. Once that's done, I actually bake with this. I also go with a lipstick on the skin underneath. Then I powder bake, which is like a wet sponge, take it, apply, wait for 2 seconds, well, more than 2 seconds, 15 seconds, and then remove. And once we can remove that, we again go over it again with a warm tone. Like I said, I don't like to go all like fair. I like to go darker, actually, because I think darker is beautiful. I go with the powder, like so, like so, like so. And then I go with a lovely blush. My current favorite blush is to be found today, please, Shruti. Where is my current favorite blush? Okay, my current favorite blush is not to be found. I thought I'd be... is by Kevyn Aucoin. It's really, really lovely. It's really pretty and soft. Really pretty and soft. And I just catch and then spread upwards. Catch and then spread upwards. And then I go over it with a highlighter, again from Huda, available everywhere. And I take just a bit and highlight, 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 highlight. And once that's done, I go over it with my favorite lip colors. Is from a company called Buxom Lips. They're a bit hard to get, and it's a bit thin, so you can take any lip pencil you like, any lip color you like. I like this one from Bobby Brown. I mean, lipsticks are just amazing. You can use anyone, right? And then I just line. Can you see me? Okay, great. I line and catch the edge. Catch the edge. And I really like the soft pink. Now, if I want more coverage and I want it to last through the night or through the day, and I don't mind, like this is really like, it just ends up looking more and more and more natural as the day goes by. But if you want something to stay, I would go for a matte or like a liquid lip gloss that would really stay. My favorite are actually from Lime Crime. They're amazing. So I use these, and this is a particularly like boom color. Like it really pops even though it's soft. And it stays. There. That's like my favorite. And this is Cherub from Lime Crime. Once all of this is done, I check for any boo-boos. I use, now my new favorite is Fix makeup from Clarins, which is just really makes it feel really fresh and nice and not so powdery. And I like to kind of go over it again so that it doesn't look like too much. Again, if you feel, oh, my lip is looking a bit too much, I always just take the bottom and like smooth it out. So the next time I will explain the whole look from scratch. I will arrange all my products beautifully and explain to you exactly how I do it so you can actually see it being built up. Hope you enjoyed that, and I shall see you guys soon. Mwah. It was so much fun chatting with all of you on the. Thank you for your compliments and your requests, and it was really nice, and I hope you guys had fun. I had a great time. I am going to see you guys tomorrow at 8 p.m. and take care and be good.